gentlemen, he has been the man, and unfortunately for him, a knee injury prevented him from being the man again this year. Shawn Michaels, along with Bret Hart, just last year, winning the Match of the Year award at the Slammies.
They went 60 minutes at Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels last year in Anaheim. The match went overtime. It was an amazing match. And if it hadn't been for the knee injury, and now being on injured reserve, so to speak, no doubt Shawn Michaels would be right here in the thick of things.
And imagine, if you will, the kind of competitor Shawn Michaels is, surrendering the championship. That had to be the most difficult thing Shawn Michaels has ever done in his professional life.
Well, I'm going to tell you, one of the most difficult things I'm going to ever have to do is have to sit here without punching his lights out if he's going to come over here and be at this table with us. He is a troublemaker, McMahon. He's worse than you. He's worse than Ross. He's an instigator. He's got no business even coming out here.
Well, then why don't you leave? If you don't like it, why don't you just go?
Oh, shut up. I'll tell that to his face when he gets here. That ugly mug of his.
Shawn Michaels, ladies and gentlemen, he is Rousey, no doubt about that. What? Shawn Michaels will be joining us for commentary. And Michaels just can't resist. There is a love fest going on here with Shawn Michaels and this capacity crowd. They want him back. They want him back in action.
Let's just have a big hug.
Would you care to join us? Not yet, right? See? Look at this. When you talk about a ham, you're talking about right there, ladies and gentlemen, pure prime pork when it comes to Shawn Michaels. He loves every bit of it.
No, he loves himself. He parks in lover's lane by himself,
not the
McMahon.
case at all.
I'm telling you, this is supposed to be about Sycho Sid and The Undertaker, and Shawn Michaels is out here trying to steal and hold the
He is not.
spotlight.
Shawn Michaels
Yes, he
has been
is.
invited, by the way.
By who?
There he is.
Yeah, there he
Shawn
is.
Michaels, and look at this.
What would WrestleMania be without Shawn Michaels? That's the bottom line, King.
It'd be better.
Shawn Michaels, ladies and gentlemen. We hope he returns very soon.
Come on.
To action.
Give me a break. I'm getting sick. He's not even wrestling.
Well, in terms of superstardom, no one is any higher than Shawn Michaels is now. Michaels applauding this capacity crowd that is applauding him.
Well, you got to remember, this is Chicago. Bunch of idiots love Shawn Michaels.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Shawn Michaels ready to join us. Let's take you now to Todd Pettengill with the most intimidating WWF champion in history.
Maybe a love fest going on in the arena, but that love is about to turn to rage. This man, the World Wrestling Federation champion, Sycho Sid, has defeated Shawn Michaels. He has defeated Bret Hart, and tonight, Sycho Sid, this could be the most important night of your WWF career as you meet The Undertaker.
Todd Pettengill, you were right, my friend. WrestleMania is the biggest event of the world, and it comes once a year. But the night when darkness falls, every man, woman, and child will be scared, except for one person. Only one person is not scared of the darkness, and one person is not scared of the Undertaker, and that is me, my friend. In the game we play, I am the master, and I am the ruler of the world.
take a look at the garb on the Undertaker.
From Death Valley, weighing 328 pounds.
It resembles, if in fact it's not exactly the way the very first time we saw it. Listen to this response.
Standing room only, over 18,000 fans on hand. The first time we saw The Undertaker in 1991 at a WrestleMania, he beat a Hall of Famer, Superfly Jimmy Snuka, wearing the exact same type of attire. He has never lost at WrestleMania as The Undertaker.
And ladies and gentlemen, joining us, Shawn Michaels. And Shawn Michaels, did you have those goosebumps all over your body with this man coming in the ring?
Oh yeah. Are you ready to take a walk on the dark side? Because tonight, I think it's gonna happen. The Undertaker's got momentum coming in. I tell you what, if you were in this building right now, moms and dads, boys and girls, you could feel it. Something is definitely gonna go down tonight.
And something already has. And speaking of something going down, here he comes.
His opponent from West Memphis,
Sycho Sid, ladies and gentlemen. And he is the man as he steps to the ring as we speak.
Sycho Sid.
And the thing about Sycho Sid is he is not afraid of the dark.
And you know what? Sometimes that can work against you. Sometimes you gotta be smart enough to be afraid. Like me, I'm afraid of the dark.
You know what I'm afraid of, Shawn Michaels? I'm afraid you're a big liar. Why don't you tell the truth? You're out here for one reason. You're out here to try to do something to Sycho Sid. Why don't you tell the truth?
Not
a chance, not a chance. I'm here to watch. I am here as a wrestling fan. I feel like I'm a 12-year-old boy again, sitting here watching the sport that I love on the good seats.
No doubt about that. In the front row.
There is
Sycho Sid.
He's 6'9", 313. The challenger, 6'10", 328. Boy, this will not be a technical masterpiece. This is going to be a slobber knocker. It's going to be who will fold his tent the first. Will it be the power bomb or will it be the tombstone pile driver?
And Shawn Michaels, you've been in the ring with both of these individuals, and I would suggest that you know exactly what it's like to be on the receiving end of one of Sycho Sid's power bombs, and for that matter, a tombstone. Oh, there it is. Sid, he's the man. Is he enough man?
I tell you what, a lot of this has to do with momentum. Sid has had momentum since he beat me in Madison Square Garden, and I felt like he's had it from then on. But the other night, Friday night, at the Slammy Awards, you could tell as The Undertaker walked up there and received award after award that something was changing. The momentum was changing. And for the first time ever, I don't run away from much, but I would not want to be in the ring with either one of these guys. You're talking a whole lot of bulk, a whole lot of mass, getting ready to get nasty.
It's all about respect, is it not, Shawn Michaels? And I would suggest that certainly you respect both individuals in the ring as well as they respect each other.
Certainly, oh yeah. I mean, there are a lot of guys here in the World Wrestling Federation that would sit in my chair right now and take cheap shots at both these guys. I'm not going to do it. I have respect for Sid, and I have unlimited respect for The Undertaker. He's got ice water running through his veins. You ain't going to shake up The Undertaker, so you're going to have to figure out some way to beat him, and it ain't easy.
Look at this.
Oh yeah.
Bret Hart.
I stare down here and what?
Bret Hart's coming out
What do
here.
you mean Bret Hart's coming out
I
here?
see him right there.
Holy mackerel.
Uh-oh. Oh, imagine that. Bret being resentful of not being in the main event or being the man. I find that very hard to believe.
Wait a minute, what is this?
He may beat you up.
I got news for he did his best against Steve Austin, and he couldn't quite get it done.
What's this? Shawn?
First of all, you phony little faker, why don't you take your little pussyfoot injury
No.
It's all right. I'm not going
and
anywhere.
go back and find your smile, but whatever you do, stay out of this match.
I'm so scared.
And as for you, I just want you to
petrified.
know, when you slammed that door on my head, you slammed the door on our friendship, and from here on in, it's a new set of rules
Your
between
friendship.
you and me.
Oh my, I can't remember the last time Bret was anybody's friend.
And you know, and I know, and every single person in this building
knows
we
that he's
all
a crybaby.
know one thing, that World Wrestling Federation Championship belt belongs to me, and you are a fraud.
Well, it looks like Brett.
That belt never belonged to you, and you know it, and I know it, and every single person in this building, whether you're here or outside in TV land, you all know that I am the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Oh! Sid! Oh, wait a minute!
And now you're getting beat up because you're big mouth.
Oh, no!
Bret Hart experiences a powerbomb one more time, and after that submission match, that's gonna put him in a bad way.
You take your whining ass out of here!
Yeah!
Bret Hart, who was technically the winner in the submission match, and we say technically because Steve Austin never said, he said, you never hear the words, I quit, and we never ever did.
Hobble along, crybaby! Because when I get through kicking his ass, I'm gonna bring you back out here, and I'm gonna
wait a
kick.
minute. Oh! Here we go. Sid better watch his mouth. And this match is officially underway. The Undertaker and Sycho Sid for the World Wrestling Federation Championship. The Undertaker, the most intimidating individual. Oh, wait a minute, look at this. And through the buckle.
Right in the face.
How about a size 14 for lunch?
Undertaker, Woodson and the Undertaker means business. He has waited a long, long time. It's been a long, hard road to get this opportunity.
Bret Hart talking about being screwed. I got news for you. The Undertaker has been given the shaft more times, and you never heard him complain once because he's a man's man.
Undertaker at the moment. Here we go with a cover. Is it over just like that? No, it's not. The Undertaker against a monster indeed, and Sycho Sid as far as size is concerned. Undertaker going up now.
It's got to be different for both men to be in there and not be the biggest man.
Indeed.
But once power is not going to be on their side, you got two big, huge, strong men on there, what do?
You never answered the question a while ago, Shawn Michaels. Which hurts worse, the power bomb or the tombstone pile driver?
It all hurts.
You gotta know.
Every bit of it hurts.
Whoa!
And look at the Undertaker.
Look at this.
Oh, Sid first.
Strength.
Awesome raw power.
Look at Sid holding the
Sycho
Undertaker.
Sid.
Sid was holding the Undertaker off the mat.
Bear hug applied by Sid. Sid wants to retain the title just as much as the Undertaker wants to take it from him.
This is what it's all about. WrestleMania, the World Wrestling Federation Championship. It doesn't get any bigger than this. And both those guys in there deserve to be exactly where they're at, vying for the biggest title in the world today.
And Sean, it must pain you. I don't mean that from be a cutesy way in terms of your knee injury, but it must pain you not participating this year in WrestleMania.
I tell you, certainly I love the competitiveness of the World Wrestling Federation, getting out there, being the man in the last match, having to deliver. But at the same time, I gotta tell you, it's much easier sitting in this seat. At least you're not getting tossed around. I might take this job over my elbow.
Over my dead body.
All right,
I can be arranged.
Oh, yeah?
All right, at least I took those moves. You want to get in there and take
all right,
them.
come on,
yeah,
King,
come on.
take it easy.
Move over, McMahon.
Bear hug again, cinched up on the Undertaker.
Oh! Sid keeping his game plan very simple. Sid doesn't want to make a lot of mistakes, doesn't want to take a lot of chances. He's got to dance with what brung him, and that's power.
The Undertaker trying to find a measure of escape. The Undertaker now. Pretty safe to say that as far as fan response, at least here in Chicago, the Undertaker, somewhat of a fan favorite. Whether or not that helps him in any way in this matchup,
I don't know.
to be seen.
I thought everybody loved it when Sycho Sid powerbombed Bret the Hitman Hart.
As a matter of fact, with just cause.
I tell you what, that's the beautiful thing, or the worst thing about this business. The people can change on a dime, but you've got to learn to rise above that. Go out there, get the job done. You can't always be the most popular guy, but you can control always being a winner.
Right to the lower back and the kidneys. Sycho Sid very, very clear of this game plan here. Squeeze that lower back, but pressure on the
Wear him
kidneys.
down.
The question is, can you squeeze the life out of the Undertaker?
I don't think so.
Well, good question as to how much life is in there. Right out in front of him. Look at him. Right up on his feet.
He landed on his feet.
And, no.
Wow.
He landed on his head then.
Well, I tell you what, I never want to sit at that table.
Well, our French announcers were wiped out of their position, and now it looks like, unfortunately, Hugo Savinovich and Carlos Cabrera have been wiped out as well. The Undertaker out there with Sycho Sid.
Whoa, here we go.
Down across the railing.
That's going to leave a mark.
Get over there, Shawn Michaels, and start your announcing career right over there at that table.
Not a chance, I'm on vacation.
And Undertaker scooped up and down across the railing again. And by the way, a note we were just handed was that Gorilla Monsoon, what was going on earlier tonight. Both individuals, both the Undertaker and Sid, requested that this be a no-holds-barred match, and obviously it is.
Hell, it looks like we're in a set of Twister. There's furniture, there's bodies.
A no disqualification matchup with the Undertaker and the champion, Sycho Sid.
And which one of these guys does that favor? Oh my gosh.
So far, the biggest losers of the night have been the tables of the World Wrestling Federation.
Tables, chairs, trash cans, kitchen sinks, you name it.
Undertaker, he's going for the cover.
He's got him in. Oh, almost a count of three.
Undertaker's lower back's got to be killing him now. Thanks to the steel railing, thanks to the table, and thanks to the power of Sycho Sid.
The thing is, though, Ross, I've been in there. How do you know when the Undertaker's hurt? He doesn't show any emotion.
Good point.
You feel like you've got him, the next minute he's back, and I tell you what, that plays mind games on you, and that alone can beat you.
What do you have to do now, King? If you're the Undertaker, what do you do to thwart this enormous power of Sycho Sid?
Well, first of all, you got to find some way to stop Sid's offensiveness, because right now, I don't care how much abuse the Undertaker can take, it's going to have to come to an end somewhere, and as long as Sid is delivering out the punishment, Undertaker has no chance.
Well, obviously, Sid's best defense is a good offense, and that's what we've seen thus far.
The bear hug, the camel clutch, the high impact blow to the lower back. Sid's game plan again unfolds very simplistically.
But that always works for him, Ross. As she's always said, Sid doesn't have to be a technical genius because that power takes him everywhere he needs to go.
The only
Yes,
problem,
indeed.
how do you kill a dead man?
You don't have to kill him. You just have to pin him.
For 3 seconds, that's the name of the game here now. That's all it takes.
Sid and the Undertaker. And the Undertaker trying to mount an offense. Undertaker has very quick hands. Undertaker back up on his feet, hammering away. Oh, headbutt now. And Sid to the buckle.
Reversal. Again the lower back, the power slam, the leg hook.
And he, no.
Left shoulder up for the Undertaker.
Now he's got him, now he's got him.
This is smart right here.
I don't know. I tell you what, if the first one didn't work, you better start beating on him some more.
Sid now with the Undertaker on the canvas. The Undertaker not sitting up. He's been on the receiving end of a lot of abuse of Sycho Sid. Sid now, here he comes. Big head of steam perhaps, and drops the leg.
What a leg drop.
Talk about a big leg.
And that could do it in.
Got him.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Update on Austin. His knee is in a very bad way. We are told that a number of paramedics have tried to convince Mr. Austin to seek further medical help. He has refused. Stone Cold Steve Austin must be in a great deal of pain, and the Hitman Bret Hart wore that knee out.
Well, in case you haven't figured it out, Stone Cold's one tough SOB. He doesn't let anybody tell him what to do, and tonight he's got the respect of millions of people.
Hey, I got an update on Bret the Hitman Hart. He's whining somewhere in the back, crying about something else now.
I've got an update on him too. I hear he doesn't like me.
The Undertaker now from the other side. Sid a little high on the mark. Undertaker goes way out.
Uh-oh.
It never ceases to amaze me the agility that a 6'10", 300-pound man has. The Undertaker is a phenomenal athlete at that size. Amazing.
And likewise amazing is Sycho Sid.
Yeah, Sid took that great shot, that big clothesline, came right back up fighting. You got to hand it to Sid, who's maintained his vertical base virtually this entire contest. Sid has not been on his back for very long yet. Oh!
And Jim, you know you're not going to beat Sid as long as he's standing up.
That's it.
You've got to take him down, take the wheels out from underneath him, get those legs, get something, because he's standing up. He's too much man to beat.
And Sid, through the ropes. And Sid done on all fours, and the Undertaker sliding right back out. And this is where, again, it can get ugly. It's outside. Sid.
Yeah, here we go. It's go time.
Well, this is a good move for The Undertaker in one sense, in another sense it isn't. The Undertaker, he's got to get Sid back in the ring to win the match. You're not going to pin him out there in the front row, I don't think.
DQ, countouts, you get to walk out with your belt. The Undertaker has to beat Sid. Sid doesn't have to beat The Undertaker.
And they're slugging it out here, ladies and gentlemen. On the Rosemont Horizon, suburban Chicago. WrestleMania 13. We've seen just about everything here tonight at WrestleMania 13. The Undertaker, prior to the matchup, making note of the number 13, indicating it would be bad luck for Sycho Sid.
He's the only guy that 13 is his lucky number. The Undertaker's the only man that can have that.
The Undertaker gets momentum and no!
Too much time.
I'm wondering why you, Shawn Michaels, are talking so nice about both of these guys. You're keeping your words soft and sweet because you may have to eat them later. Is that why? Huh?
No, it's because it's about time somebody came out here and was objective. I'm not going to be a former champion and knock everybody else. I think I'll be supportive if you don't mind. I know it's unpopular in this line of work, but to hell with it, I'm going to do it anyway.
You always do it your way.
Well, I want to say I told you so, but...
What a crowd, 18,000 plus, sold out. Couldn't get any more in the building here.
We certainly hope, ladies and gentlemen, you're enjoying the action on pay-per-view in the front row. We invite you to join us again in April when we have the privilege of being once again in your house.
That's on April the 20th, Rochester, New York. The next major pay-per-view will be April 20th, and it's going to be a big one in Rochester.
And again, that will be broadcast live to Europe as well as all of North America.
I think Sycho Sid is trying to choke whatever life there is out of The Undertaker now. It's no holds barred. He can choke him all he wants.
Sid's doing an amazing job. He has taken most of this match, and I tell you what, I'm impressed. Sid's doing a great job. He's in command out there. If The Undertaker doesn't start something quick, he's going to be on the losing end.
Undertaker. There we see those quick hands of The Undertaker.
Hard body shots, and that one on that big chin of Sid, and Sid rakes the face to stop any of the momentum The Undertaker was trying to bulldoze.
Power slam.
There's what you were talking about. He finally got Sid off his feet. Let's see if he can capitalize now.
Will Undertaker become the World Wrestling Federation champion? No, not now.
Well, this match is not going to be won by a lateral press or an inside cradle. It's going to be won by something powerful.
The Undertaker working on those huge traps, the trapezius area of Sid, trying to weaken the monster.
Which monster?
Well, they're both monsters.
You ain't kidding.
And as you said earlier on, Sid has done a yeoman's job here. Sid has been very impressive, a little more offensive-minded than The Undertaker thus far in this match.
He certainly has. Sid's been the general out there, which again is different. I'll tell you what, right now The Undertaker's a little bit in control, but you can tell by the look on his face, he's still feeling the effects of what Sid's done to him.
Absolutely. This move right here, this claw on the trapezius, is also a way for The Undertaker to get some more air in that body, get some energy back, but Sid's fighting back. The champion is trying to dominate The Undertaker, and many times has done so.
He is determined, Sid is to be the... Uh-oh, wait a minute. Undertaker turns the clothesline, and down goes Sid.
The Undertaker slowly but surely chopping Sid down.
A cover by The Undertaker.
But again, just like you said, Ross, it's going to take more than one move and a pin cover. The Undertaker's got to get some momentum.
when you chop a man the size of Sid down, it takes a lot out of you. Look at The Undertaker. I think The Undertaker's too weak right now to deliver a tombstone pile driver.
The thing about The Undertaker is, Shawn Michaels stated earlier on, you really don't know what's in his mind. You don't know what kind of condition he's in.
Oh! Double boot! Did you see that?
Man.
Stereo feet to the face. Both men are down. The advantage here is with the champion, not the challenger.
Sid can lay there all day and still walk out with that championship belt. The Undertaker cannot. The Undertaker's got to make a move, and he's got to make it quick.
The Undertaker, in order to be the champion, must be the aggressor here. He must indeed take the title from Sid.
This has got to be a different situation for The Undertaker. Almost all the time, he's out there dominating.
Got him. Oh, no.
Referee Earl Hebner with a 2.5, maybe more. Sid getting perhaps a little frustrated here, and that could be a problem for him. Sid's got to keep positive.
Well, again, one of the things that frustrates competitors with The Undertaker, you just hammer on him, you maul him, you stomp him, you do everything you can, and somehow he just keeps coming back at you.
Exactly, and you find yourself out in that ring saying, what do I do now? What do I do now? And the minute your mind gets off what you're doing, he's got you.
Once you doubt yourself, you've had it. Here we go. Sid now, still in control of the match, however. Sid, waiting his time, trying to time this one just perfectly. Here we go, and down. And Sid, his game plan is on the money, live from WrestleMania 13.
Whoa.
Kick right to the heart, if there is a heart in that body.
Oh, there's a heart.
There's one in there, you bet.
It may be black, but there's a heart in there, and it's a big one.
And it's a class act, folks, that's for sure.
Sid, again, more big, powerful moves from Sycho Sid, and down, yes, again.
Nothing but power, straight ahead, in your face, offense by Sycho Sid. And Sid, the only athlete I can remember having this much success with The Undertaker has been Mankind.
1, 2, and no.
Sid's even getting a little bit aerial tonight. He's been on those ropes a couple times.
But see, that's frustrating for Sycho Sid, because when you're as big as he is, when you hook somebody's leg, you're used to hearing the 3 count. When he keeps kicking out like that, The Undertaker, I mean, it's gotta do something to Sid's mind, if he's got a mind.
Oh, he's got a mind. It may be a little...
Like,
oh, no!
There you go.
Undertaker buried the right to the solar plexus, follows it up with a kick to the same area.
Sid going to the well. One time too often. The Undertaker, and a rake in the face. Spencer, no.
I understand.
Shoot now. And wait a minute. Undertaker slammed down the canvas.
Power bomb him right now if you can.
A lot of power. That's what you're going to see now.
I understand Sid's desperation. He's got to go to those ropes, which is something he doesn't usually do. But he's not accustomed to it, and I say eventually it's going to work against him.
And look at this.
There we go. Hello.
Sid on the top.
Sid deviated from his ground attack, went up top, and he's going to pay for it here.
The Undertaker. Look at that.
That's enough to make you nuts right there.
Undertaker has control of this matchup at the moment. And Sid. Oh, no. Sid. Oh. And now the pendulum swings back the other way. You can feel the momentum. Undertaker goes out. What's he going to do?
Here we go.
Yeah, but he don't look like he's sure of what he's going to do either.
The 2 men, big men, getting aerial. I love it.
Unbelievable. The Undertaker on the top, and what a clothesline.
Throwing caution to the wind. Both these guys want to leave a mark here. Both these guys want to be the champion, but there can only be one.
Cover. Hard count in.
You mean to tell you what I think's going through both their minds?
What's that?
I think they're both reluctant to try to use their finishing maneuver, because I think they're both scared that the other man can kick out of that.
Uh-oh.
He's going to go for it.
Undertaker says he's going for it.
But
Will
what?
we see the tombstone pile driver? If the Undertaker plants that on Sid, we will have a new champion. Here we go. A new champion.
6'9" Sid's going to be 6'5".
No.
Oh, Sid power. Sid has got the Undertaker. Sid tombstone the Undertaker.
Wow.
And look at this.
Unbelievable.
Sid. 1, 2, he got him. No, he didn't.
Now is that playing games with the mind of Sycho Sid?
Well, actually, playing Game's there with the mind of the Undertaker. Sid using the Undertaker's maneuver there on the Undertaker and dumps him through the ropes to the outside.
But just like the King said, what happens if he doesn't? It doesn't work. He just gave the Undertaker his own move, and the Undertaker was out. Now where do you go? You got nothing left with the power bomb, and you better lay it on him quick.
Rest in peace, Chen, as a right hand smacks the Undertaker squarely in the jaw.
Powerbomb him on the floor, Sid.
A block by the Undertaker.
Hey, look at this, look at this.
Oh, jeez.
Choke slam.
You know,
What the hell is he doing? Has Bret Hart lost his mind? My God, he snapped again.
Undertaker with the chairs coming after Bret.
he hasn't snapped. He's bitter. He can't take it. The spotlight's not on him.
The pot calling the kettle black.
What a loser Bret Hart has turned out to be.
Sid spine first into the steel. Sycho Sid driven spine first by the Undertaker into the steel.
And Bret Hart talks about everybody else interfering in his matches. Anything can happen, and it usually does. It's just the rest of us don't whine about it, just he does. Regardless, the Undertaker has got the steam.
Choke slam.
Oh,
gee.
Choke slam.
Sycho Sid!
The end may be near.
No! No!
Cover! Count in! Kick out again!
Unbelievable.
What a Sid kicked out. He got the right shoulder up. If you can, I can't believe that.
Sid and the Undertaker. Both men back up on their feet. Reversal now. Undertaker off the ropes. From the other side, Undertaker in now.
Sid avoided the contact there. Sid saw it coming. Good move by Sid.
Undertaker went for that flying clothesline again. Sid ducked out of the way.
And a seesaw matchup for the World Wrestling Federation Championship. And here we go. Powerbomb.
It's powerbomb time.
Sid, power.
Jesus.
What
you
is he
kidding
up to?
me?
Come on.
Doesn't he ever get tired, beat up?
Wait a minute.
Tombstone. He did it.
The winner of this match and new World Wrestling Federation champion, The Undertaker.
The new World Wrestling Federation champion, The Undertaker, and his creatures.
And we are in for a wild ride. And frankly, I am excited, and I just want to be a part of it.
The Undertaker receiving a standing ovation from this jam-packed capacity crowd as Sid is helped back to the locker room area, and he will not be a happy camper, no doubt about that. There, ladies and gentlemen, the most phenomenal athlete to ever step into the squared circle here in the World Wrestling Federation is finally World Wrestling Federation champion. And all the creatures of the night that have stood behind this man week after week, month after month, indeed, year after year, have now been gratified.
And there have been a lot of men who have held that belt undeservingly. But I can say with all truth, that man deserves to be exactly where he's at.
And how fitting that it happened